Hi, and welcome to episode 26 of Gojenn podcast. Um, this is where I talk about my knitting and crocheting, my spinning, and my dyeing, DYE. Um, there has been very little this week going on except for spinning. Today is July 26th, so it is the last day for the Tour de Fleece. My goal at the beginning of Tour de Fleece was to spend at least 15 minutes every day for the length of the tour. And I did that. I'm very proud of myself. I think the least I spun on any day was about 25 minutes, and then the most was over 2 hours that I had of spinning time. So I finished 5 spinning projects, all the way through from spinning to plying. I've got 4 out on the drying line right now, so I don't have them to show you. Oh, I have to tell you that last week I misspoke because I included, if you remember, I had the picture on the back of my car in the slideshow of the yarns that I had finished. And I included the Ronaldsay, the gray Ronaldsay that came from Scotland in the Tour de Fleece time. But that was finished in June. So that is not a Tour de Fleece yarn. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to slide something in on everybody. I just had it in the bag with my yarns that I'd finished to be washed. And that's one of the things that I did today was to wash and then hang out 5 skeins, 5 skeins of yarn today. I had some Eucalan that came in with one of my club shipments from Space Cadet, her mini skein club. That's the only club that I still get. I've tried several, but I like Space Cadet because her mini skeins are more suited for the kind of squares that I make, since I make crochet squares. I think knitters squares are okay with like 25 grams of yarn, and I need more like 50 to make a square, which, by the way, this is the only thing that I made that was not spinning this week. I didn't work on my lace top at all because I have from today, well, I've had May, June, and July, so I've had 3 months to work on my lace top. I just haven't finished it yet, but I have this week to get to the finishing point. And I just made a yarn square for detention in Harry Potter. Stop moving it around, huh? You're not getting, I don't think, that the pink has sparkle in it. So it's just a really pretty square. It's got a little gold fiber, one little thread that sparkles and makes this a beautiful square. So I made that for detention. One of the, I think last week I had not finished my spindling that I was doing with the Rologs that I got from Naturally Knitty. I love their Puni style Rologs, the ones that look like the sea snails that are just long and thin. This is what that finished up looking like, that whole bag of Rologs. And I know it looks green and yellow on the outside. Haha, but surprise, can you see? I spun these very much in a rainbow through the Rologs that came. So there's yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. And the pink was the last that I spun. And you can hardly see it. It was the last that I spun. So when I wound it off of the spindle onto my toilet paper tube. The pink is on the inside. So hope to do something with that. That came out really, really good, very fine. I was extremely happy with that. So that's one of my finished objects for the Tour de Fleece. Yay. And as I said, everybody else is hanging out drying right now. They got a bath in Eucalan, which is a yarn soap that doesn't have to be rinsed. So I washed all of them. Let's see, I washed the blue and the gold Coopworth that I dyed with Kool-Aid. And I washed the Ronaldsay, which was from June. And I washed the Phoenix Fiberworks braid that I spun at the beginning of July. And then I washed the Three Waters Farm braid that I just finished up this morning. Yeah, this morning, because I wound it and plied it this morning. So I don't have the statistics right in front of me. I've made a Tour de Fleece slideshow because I'm such an ace at slideshows. And it shows what I did every day for the tour. And at the end, it lists how many hours I spun, the yardage, and I think the weight, the ounces. What's over a pound, because it was 16.9 ounces, I believe, of yarn that I actually, or fiber that I spun. So I'm very proud of that, really happy with it. I have had a busy week because this week, in addition to being the last week of the Tour de Fleece, my grandson was at camp, at sleepaway camp. And that's not something that we have ever done in our family. So this was his second year to sleep away. And, you know, I can go all week without seeing him. But I know he's at home. Knowing that he was away from camp and he may need me, it just made me worry about him. But he's such a great kid. It's thanks to him that I'm doing the podcast, because he said, go for it, Grammy. If nobody watches, nobody watches. It's no big deal. He has come up with the perfect job for me, because I'm trying to come up with a way I can work at home. And so I'm trying to come up with some ideas. And he's decided that I should move to Williamsburg, Virginia, and be one of the spinners, one of the ladies that wears the period costume and spins at the spinning wheel. I know what you can do. So he's always looking out for me. So anyway, he was gone, and I had to worry about him and make sure that I sent him an email every night. And they are moving. My daughter's family is moving nearby, so it's not like they're moving far away. They're just getting a different house. So it's just been a lot. I've had a lot on my mind. Not bad, but just, a lot on my mind. And trying to finish up all my projects with spinning. So, and of course, I've been doing everything that I can in my Foxy Fix, excuse me, my Foxy Fix Faux Midori planner. I'll have to say this has made me more aware of my dreams. Not my sleeping dreams, because they're wacky, but the things that I want to get done. Got a friend retiring from work this Friday. It will be her very last day to work, she says, for the rest of her life, and she's thrilled. I'm thrilled for her, but I want to retire. So anyway, I'm going to play my Tour de Fleece slideshow for you. I don't think I have anything else. As far as books go, I am listening to Alan Cummings' memoir, Not My Father's Son, which is very good. he goes back into his childhood, and then he comes into the present and back and forth, and it's very well done. I'm finding it really interesting. So I will see you all next week, and when I do, it will be August, and I will probably, everybody else cross everything, eyes, everything, that I'll be wearing my Jordan lace top. Okay, thanks, and I'll see you next week. You know what I wish you, right? I wish you a week filled with love and laughter. And I'll see you next week.